Every year, there are natural breaks in the calendar that offer us a chance to hit the reset button. It's a chance to reflect and a chance to plan ahead. It's a chance to get clear on our priorities and reconnect with the areas of life that bring us meaning and significance. It's a chance to break from all the urgency and finally focus on the important areas of our life. But you and I know, making change, no matter how big or small, is never easy. Our time is constantly being squeezed. Between work, a business you may be running, family priorities, community commitments, and trying to balance the need for exercise and healthy living, most of us are just trying to survive. There is just too much to do and too little time. Because of this, the important things often fall through the cracks. In fact, all kinds of things are falling through the cracks. In your heart, you know you're capable of more, and you want more. You're tired of surviving, and for once, you just want to feel like you're making meaningful progress toward the things that matter. The good news is, you can. If you're wanting to make change in your life, or get more done, or finally check off that goal that seems to slip by every year, then I have good news. We're entering one of the best times of the year to make change. And better yet, I have a proven process that will get you from where you are to where you want to be. This process has taken me years to develop, but it continues to provide me with the structure to accomplish more than I could ever imagine. And most importantly, it's allowed me to redesign my life around those things that bring me true meaning. And that's what I want for you. Hi, I'm Michael Hyatt, and if you're someone who wants to live a life that matters, and you want to make significant progress towards finally reaching your true potential, I can help. As the former CEO of Thomas Nelson Publishers, one of the largest publishing companies in the world, I learned a thing or two about getting things done and accomplishing personal goals. While leading that large, successful company, I managed to also build my own platform where today my blog, michaelhyatt.com, has almost 500,000 monthly visitors and over 120,000 email subscribers. In addition, I also have more than 225,000 Twitter followers and 43,000 Facebook fans. Furthermore, I leverage this very platform to become a New York Times, Wall Street Journal, and USA Today best-selling author days after the release of my recent book. And shortly after the release of that book, I had hundreds of 5-star reviews on Amazon.com. And all of this has happened in just the last few years. And all of these accomplishments were once on my personal goal list. Plus, I'm proud to say that I managed to accomplish this while maintaining my marriage of 36 years to my beautiful wife, Gail. Together, we successfully raised our 5 daughters. And if you have kids, you know what an accomplishment that is. So between being a CEO of a large company, building my own personal platform, and managing my family life, I've been busy. And yet I've consistently made more progress toward the things that really matter. I don't share this with you to brag, but to demonstrate that it can be done regardless of how busy you may be. The question I often get asked is, how do you do it? Well, for one thing, it certainly doesn't just happen. It's taken me years of deliberate planning to design a simple but powerful process that each year takes just a few minutes a day over a 5-day period to implement. Let me ask you this. Would you be willing to invest a few hours in order to set yourself up for a year of success? The time I take to go through this process is easily the single most profitable and rewarding investment I make in myself each year. This process serves as my guiding light and keeps me focused, productive, and accomplishing more and more every single year. People always ask, how is your process different from traditional goal setting? Well, the truth is, if you've ever tried and failed to set goals, or you find yourself getting derailed, then you know that the old model of goal setting is broken. Don't feel bad about it. It's just a bad, outdated process. For example, 95% of those who lose weight on a diet regain it, and a significant percentage gain back more than they originally lost. Even after a heart attack, only 1 out of every 7 patients makes any enduring change around eating or exercise. 25% of people abandon their New Year's resolutions after 1 week, 60% after 6 months. The average person makes the same New Year's resolution 10 separate times without success. And 70% of organizational change initiatives ultimately fail. Why does this happen? It's because most people have never been taught how to write effective goals. You see, some people think all you need to do is write down your resolutions in the new year and everything will then take care of itself. And as you know, that's not enough. I've discovered that the key to goal-setting success is about having a powerful process to identify the right goals and then using a proven plan to actually accomplish them. The bottom line is this: the practice of goal setting is not just helpful, it's a prerequisite for happiness. Psychologists tell us that people who make consistent progress toward meaningful goals live happier, more satisfied lives than those who don't. And if you don't have written goals, regardless of whether you join us for this course or not, let me just encourage you to at least make an appointment on your calendar to work on your goals. It doesn't take a lot of time. Although it took me years to develop the process I teach, in 5 days to your best year ever, it now only takes just a few hours each year to reap tremendous benefit. That's the reason I want to share this with you. It's called 5 Days to Your Best Year Ever. As the title indicates, the content of the workshop is designed to be covered in bite-sized chunks over the next 5 days. All it takes is a few minutes in the next 5 days to make the remaining 360 the best you've ever had. With that said, you could go faster and actually get through the entire course in just a few hours. Either way, the workshop is designed to guide you through this proven process of creating a plan to ensure you get clear, get motivated, and most importantly, get started on the things that are most important to you right now. Each day, you'll be provided a short video lesson that's anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes in length. Each one has a distinct purpose, but collectively, they will provide you tremendous clarity and confidence about how to move forward. After going through this process, you'll know what goals you should focus on, what's currently holding you back from reaching those goals, and what you need to do this year to get more done and experience greater success than ever before. The next component to the course are the lesson exercises. These fill-in-the-blank style exercises were carefully engineered to guide your thinking so that no matter what your goals are, you'll have a precise plan for implementing and experiencing the breakthroughs you deserve. By the end of this 5-day process, you'll be crystal clear on what you want, and you'll know exactly what you need to do to get there. So, what will we cover during these 5 days? The first lesson on day 1 is called Believe in the Possibility. When you ask people what they want from life, they say, I just want to be happy. The problem is that happiness is not a destination. It's the byproduct of making meaningful progress toward a significant goal. And breakthroughs in any area, your health, marriage, career, etc., don't just happen, they're caused. The person with the most agency is you. The real question is not whether you can experience a breakthrough, it's whether or not you're willing to do what is necessary to make it happen. So in the first lesson, we discussed the 3 truths you must embrace about the future if you're going to have your best year ever. This exercise will stretch your thinking. It'll help you identify your internal barriers and the things in your life that are holding you back. If you've ever felt like you were capable of accomplishing more, but you've had a hard time pinpointing why you haven't been able to hit the mark, this lesson was tailor-made for you. The second lesson on day 2 is about reflection. You aren't really prepared to move on to the future until you've completed the past. This means reflecting on what happened, what it meant, and what needs to be done, if anything, to complete it. Some people get mired in their failures. They live in the realm of coulda, shoulda, woulda. In order to experience breakthroughs in the areas that matter most, we have to be willing to let go of our failures. This happens when we walk through a process. Our failures don't have to determine our future. In fact, they can inform it, but they don't have to limit it. That's why we'll walk through an exercise containing 7 key reflection questions so that you can have your own highly effective after-action review. After this lesson, you'll have clearly identified the best and the worst of the previous 12 months, and it will be obvious what you need to keep doing and what you need to change. On day 3, we look at how to take your resolutions, those vague aspirations, and turn them into powerful, compelling goals. The process of writing down your goals doesn't guarantee you will achieve them, but it significantly increases the likelihood. During this lesson, we're going to further increase your odds of success by walking through 4 practices that make this process of goal setting actually stick. Goals are helpful in every area of your life, and in this lesson you'll hear good examples of how to set relational goals, fitness goals, personal improvement goals, career goals, and even goals for things like community volunteering. Furthermore, it's important to make your goals not just SMART, but SMARTer, which is an acronym that expands on the older SMART goals format. And goals should always be set, get this, outside of your comfort zone. Unless we do, they'll not be sufficiently compelling to us. That's why in this lesson, we'll not only identify your top 7 to 10 goals, but we'll also focus on the one goal that could trigger a domino reaction of achievement for you. Our future is shaped by the actions we take today. It's within our power to ensure that action is purposeful and helps move us toward a meaningful future we desire. It all comes down to setting and achieving our goals. On day 4, we'll take a look at what motivates us. Here's a guarantee. It'll take significant goals to make this your best year ever. And here's another guarantee. If you're working towards significant goals, you will face significant resistance. Big goals don't let you float. You gotta swim against the current. And the only way you can keep up the effort against the resistance is if the goal matters enough. People lose their way when they lose their why. And setting a goal is the what. Motivations are the why. It's not just enough to have goals. You have to determine why they're important to you. The key thing is to connect to them emotionally. What's at stake? What will you lose if you don't achieve the goal? And what will you gain if you do? Chances are good you'll fail to reach your goals if you don't have clarity about the why the goal matters, and why it's important to you. And when you're finished with this lesson, you'll know exactly how to motivate yourself, so that no matter what obstacles you face in the months ahead, you'll have the drive to push forward and make it happen. The final lesson on day 5 is called Make It Happen. This is where the rubber meets the road. Setting the goal is only half the job. If you're going to have a breakthrough year, you have to take action. You can't achieve great things in your life just by having good intentions. At some point, you have to commit to taking action. And hear me on this. Creating a detailed action plan can often be a huge waste of time. If you're going to build a submarine or even a house, yes, you need a detailed action plan. But most of the time, this is just a fancy way to procrastinate. The best way to overcome fear or that feeling of being overwhelmed is to act. And this means identifying what you must do next to make progress against your goal, and then taking action on that one item. During the exercise for day 5, we examine the 7 steps you need to take as you prepare to make this year your best year ever. It's better to know what you'll be up against ahead of time so that you'll be ready. Change is never easy, but after this lesson, you'll be ready and equipped to tackle your big breakthroughs immediately after you finish. The early bird price for 5 days to your best year ever is just one easy payment of $147. But there's a catch. The early bird price is only available for a very limited period of time. Very soon the price will increase to $197. So if you want to have your best year ever, then register right now by clicking the button in the registration area you see on this page. But that's not all. I've also created 3 bonus products that you'll get with this course absolutely free. I've designed each one to help you maximize your productivity and to give you the tools you need to have a major breakthrough. First, you'll get access to the video interview where I share my personal answers to the 7 questions I outline in the second lesson of this course. These questions are all designed to set you up for your best year ever. And in this exclusive interview, I'll share my highs and lows from the past year and my biggest goal for the coming year. Next, you'll get a copy of my personal template for a productive day. This is a simple fill-in-the-blank exercise and explanation of how you can craft a morning routine that sets the stage for a productive day and moves you closer to your most important goals. And finally, you get my beginner's guide to task management. In this video screencast, I'll share with you the software solution I rely on every day to make sure the most important things get checked off my list. I'll show you how to stay focused, how to prioritize your tasks, and finally get control of your to-do list. All 3 bonuses are included as part of the 5 Days to Your Best Year Ever Independent Study Package. This year, I'm also offering a very special VIP package. This includes everything in the Independent Study Package, plus all the bonuses, along with a carefully designed program for those seeking extra guidance throughout the entire year. It's inevitable. You're going to face some kind of challenge on the path to making this your best year ever. We all do. And it's in these moments when you'll be tested. And that's why I'm going to be there for you every single month. With monthly coaching videos, I'm going to keep you focused and on track while providing you with helpful strategies for overcoming the obstacles that stand in your way. In addition to the monthly coaching videos, I'm going to be hosting live check-in calls where every 3 months, once a quarter, you'll have the opportunity to ask me specific follow-up questions. This is where you'll get personalized answers for any question you have about moving yourself closer and closer to accomplishing your goals. The final component of the VIP package is an exclusive presentation that I'll be delivering for you at the halfway point of the year. This is what I call the messy middle, and it's where most people get stuck. Either they've made great progress and start to coast, which can be a very dangerous habit, or they haven't made the progress they would like and they begin to doubt whether they have what it takes to get themselves to the finish line. And by the way, if you've ever found yourself way off course at this point, it's totally normal. With 6 months remaining, there's a lot of time left to make magic happen. And I'm going to show you how to get not only back on track, but how to have your biggest gains in the final 6 months of the year. The key is to decide whether you should remove, revise, or recommit yourself to your original goals. And each situation will be different. After this presentation, you'll be crystal clear on what your next steps should be. These additional components for the year-long program are only available in the VIP package. The early bird price for the VIP package is just $347, and like the independent study, it will only be available at this price for a limited time. As you decide on what package is right for you, I want you to envision yourself about to take a road trip. If you're the kind of person who can confidently stay the course once you have a roadmap, then select the independent study option you see below. However, if you're the kind of person who would rather have the benefit of a guide or a GPS system keeping you on track during your whole journey, then select the VIP option. I'm confident that this will become one of the most valuable investments you will make in yourself this year and in many years to come. And know this, if you're feeling overwhelmed with responsibilities from your job, or you're struggling to maintain your sanity managing your own business, or you're someone who is trying to juggle both a job and a side business, I want you to know that it's okay if you feel stretched, perhaps overwhelmed, and even disheartened for not accomplishing all that you want. It's normal. The daunting part for most of us is that we try to manage all of our professional goals in addition to all of the other responsibilities we have in our lives, like being a loving spouse, a good parent, a friend or a colleague, a reliable and trusted member of your community, or even just the responsibilities we have to ourselves of trying to stay fit and healthy, which is usually the first thing that gets sacrificed when things get busy. And the idea of having any thinking time, well, that can feel like a fantasy. Life quickly becomes an ongoing competition for your time and attention, and a competition that you rarely win. But it doesn't have to be that way. Ask yourself this: what is important in your life right now? What do you want to achieve in the months ahead? What goals would you like to accomplish that keep getting pushed to the back burner? You have an opportunity right now, today. This time of year is so important to your success, and by going through this process, you can have a laser-like focus and a clear plan of action for accomplishing the things you want in life. Imagine how that will feel. Imagine the relief you will experience waking up knowing exactly what you need to do to get yourself closer to your final destination. All it takes is a few minutes a day over the next 5 days with these simple but powerful exercises. Click the register button and join us today. I look forward to seeing you on the inside.